to Emmanuel Ronzo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Ronzo the teacher, and in today's video I'm going to create a BMW logo. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. So this is Inkscape. This is how the interface should look like. I'm going to start off. That's the shape builder tool, and that's the rectangle tool, and that's the arc tool or the it creates cycles, and this is the star or polygon tool, and that's the 3D box tool. It creates 3D boxes, and that's the spiral tool, that's the pen tool or the bezier tool, that's the pencil tool, that's the text tool, gradient tool, and so on and so on. So guys, by watching this video, this channel is just all about creation and other teachings, but it focuses more on creation. So today, we are going to press the the plus button for you to zoom in so we can have a bigger space to work on. So I'm going to drag a circle here. Now once I'm done dragging that circle, you can see the color is blue. What I'm going to do, I'm going to reset them. So that's the selector tool. I'm going to press the selector tool. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to to duplicate this, right click, then duplicate. Once I've duplicated, I have to change the color so they don't look the same, so you guys see what I'm doing here. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to press the black. I'm going to change that color into black. So I'm going to minimize that a bit and press the back shape. Then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to turn that into white. Now it's like invisible, but don't worry, it will start to make sense soon. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to press that black color, right click, then here I have to set the stroke to black. You see now it's making a little bit sense, right? So I'm going to drag, I'm going to fit in this black so it creates that that thin white line. Okay, I'm just going to fit it in. I'm just going to drag it a little bit over so it can make sense to you. Okay, just drag it a bit. A bit. Okay, yeah, just a bit. Take it a bit back, bring it a bit. Okay, I think that's a little bit perfect though. Yeah, I think it's a little bit perfect. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to right click again, press the black color. I'm going to press the black color, then I'm going to duplicate that and turn that color into white. You see now the black just disappeared, but don't worry. Then press there again, set the stroke to white. Everything has to be white. So I'm going to drag to minimize that a bit. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to bring it in the center and just try to minimize it a bit so it can make a little bit sense now. So I'm going to drag it a bit, drag it a bit. So I'm going to bring it on the center. I think this on the center, but the circle is a bit bigger, so I'm going to minimize it so it can fit the BMW logo. I'm not going to make it perfect though, but this is just a skill that I want to teach you guys, so pay attention. So I think that's better, yeah, for the BMW. Then I'm going to drag over, right, like left click, then you drag over. Then I'm going to come here, path, no text, nope, path. It's object. You have to come at object, and where it says group, let's press there. It will turn everything into one. So now it's this one. I can even play with it, I can move it around. You see, now I can play with it, I can move it around. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to press the arc tool that creates cycles. Press it, and I'm going to drag over. Now you can't see it because it's white, the color is white. I have to change the color to red. Once I do that, change that to blue, so you also know that the inner part with it's a blue color into the BMW logo. So what I'm going to do here is that I think I'll be comfortable using this type of blue. So I'll press the selector tool again. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to bring it there, going to bring it a bit there. Then I'm going to press there. Let's see what we can use. Okay, 3 corners. I think that's all right. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we can do here. But I'm not really impressed. I'll press the selector tool again and right click. Then I'm going to cut it. I'm not really impressed with that one, so I'm going to press it again, the polygon tool. So this time I'm going to go with it polygon, not a star. So you see, that's now a what? Is it a rectangle? No, it's a triangle. Sorry for that, it's a triangle. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to press the selector tool again, just bring it that I'm going to duplicate it so I can make 2 of them. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to bring it over to the blue cycle. So okay, there. Okay, so I just have to play with it a bit, move it, and I'm going to move it again. Sorry, reselect that, reselect, and I'm going to move it. Then from there I'm going to press again there, and I'm going to press again. Okay, just see, it has to fit. I need the shape that I want. So what I'm going to do is here is that, okay, let me just place it there in. Okay, let me take this one a bit, like let me take it a bit far away from this one so it doesn't interfere. Okay, press again. So this time we have to play with it. Okay, put it there. Okay, let me just duplicate this one. Now I'm just going to duplicate that one later. Okay, just put it there. When I'm press that one, just going to to cut it because we already have this one. So I'm just going to press the duplicate, then I'm just going to flip it over. Okay, perfecto. Now I'm just going to play with it so it fits the other one. Okay, I think there it makes a bit sense. So I'm just going to put it there. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to select shift, select the 2 of them. You have to ignore the other red one there below. So I have to come a different back. So what's going to do is that it's going to cut down that part. So I'm going to select again here the red first and select the blue, come there again, then difference. Okay, now you can see this other part looks a little bit bigger than the other one, this like the blue lines. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to press it there. Let me check if it can fit in. Nah, this other part is too big, so it's unrealistic. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to come here where it says path, then come here where it says break apart. Once I press it, it's going to cut them into 2. So what I'm going to do here is that you're going to get rid of this other one, so we are just left with one. So what we are going to do here is that we duplicate that. Once we duplicate that, we flip it over. Not there. We flip it. Thank you. So we have to fit it in with the other one, so they kind of mathematically match with the other one. So I know it's not going to be perfect, but this is just a tutorial video, guys. So okay, I think there it makes a bit sense. Drag it backwards a bit. Okay, then from there I have to press to select all of them, select the other one. Sorry, no. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to press, then come a difference, sorry, a union. So it's going to like make them into one. Then from there I have to fit them into that white inner cycle. So what we are going to do is that we just have to drag them. I think by there, and there we have to drag them. What we're going to do here is I drag them over there. Let's see now, a little bit out. So we are going to drag them again. Drag them. Okay, let's see. Okay, now I think it's a little bit better. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. Let me see if I'm satisfied with this one. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm just going to drag them over there, then node path. I have to come at object and then group them so they become one. Then from there we do now the final part. That's the letters, ladies and gentlemen. So we put in the letters, we press, sorry, let me put some cap locks, P M W. Okay, select that tool again. So we drag them over to where there, and they have to change the color to white. Then from there I have to play with them a little bit. A bit. Okay, bring the white again. I have to play with them. Okay. Then bring it over. Then from there what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to turn it smoothly. Okay, I have to align them in a proper way. So I will bring the M. I think the M is in the right position, so put then the B has to go a bit forward. I think there, just going to turn it a bit. Okay, thank you. Then I have to come here over again, then okay, just have to fit it a bit. Let's see if we can. Okay, let's see if we can fit them a bit. Just a bit. Okay, yeah, let's make them a bit realistic. Then from there, what you're going to do is drag over everything so it selects everything there in object and group them. Now they become one. Okay, now they become one. You see, I'm playing with it. Now I have to come there, press here. This is the alignment tool. So this says page. If you press there, you will see the last selected, first selected, but I'm going with page. Then there is center on vertical axis. I'm going to center, then center on horizontal axis. Then from there it's now centered perfectly on your page. Then we have to save. Come at file, you come here where it says save as, and then from there you have to select what type of file do you want to save it as. But this time I want it into a PDF format. So here I'm going to change it from BMW logo, and then I'm going to press save. Then from there I'm just going to say okay.